Guys, so I'm a big fan of space, right? I'm a big fan of NASA. I'm just a huge fan of all things intergalactic, right? And that's one of my favorite parts about the Trump presidency, right? One of my favorite things he's done is Space Force, and he's also attempted to increase the budget of NASA for the first time in like decades, okay? And the liberals hate investing in space, right? Out of all the things that I have a beef with the government in terms of what they put money in, NASA is not one of them. And the reason why is because space exploration and investing in space, right, generates so many innovations that drives private industries and capitalism here on Earth. Guys, I mean, all you got to do is Google it. All the innovations that we have from space, like this mouse, right, was created by NASA. The first mouse was created by NASA. It's revolutionized our world, okay? And the more advanced technology gets and the more space exploration that we do, the more innovations that we will have that will change mankind and help us solve our biggest problems. And Trump recognizing that, not just in terms of innovation, right, by investing in NASA, but also by creating Space Force, which is a recognition that, you know, the next frontier of warfare is probably going to be in space, right? Protecting our assets in space. Very smart move. And I 100% agree with it, okay? And news like this, right, because of my interest in space, really interests me, right? As China and Russia will build a space station on the moon together, snubbing NASA. Now, Trump has committed to trying to get us back to the moon by 2024. So it seems that a new space race may be on the horizon. Let's read a little bit more here. China and Russia are joining forces to build an international space station on the moon. Leaders from both countries' space programs earlier this week signed an agreement for the joint construction of what they call the International Scientific Lunar Station, a complex of experimental research facilities located on the surface or in the orbit of the moon. A memorandum of understanding on the project was signed by Dmitry Rogozin, General Director of Russia's Roscosmos State Cooperation, and Zhang Kichan, head of China's National Space Administration, on Tuesday. The two countries said they will use their collective experience in space research to develop a roadmap for the construction of the lunar base. Details of what the proposed station will look like are not clear at this time. Quote, the International Lunar Research Station is a comprehensive scientific experiment base that can carry out multidisciplinary and multi-objective scientific research activities such as the moon's own exploration and utilization, moon-based observation, basic scientific experiment, and technical verification on the lunar surface or lunar orbit, and long-time autonomous operation, the Chinese National Space Administration said Tuesday. Russia's space agency said in a statement that the complex will support a variety of research experiments with the possibility of long-term unmanned operation with the prospects of human presence on the moon. The research station will be open to all interested countries and international partners in an effort to strengthen research cooperation and promote space exploration for peaceful purposes in the interest of all mankind, China's space station said. Sure, China. Sure, that's what you mean. The move marks Beijing's latest push to explore the moon alongside rivals such as NASA, which is prohibited from working with China under a 2011 law. China is looking to carry out crewed missions to the moon by the 2030s. If successful, it would be only the second country to put a human on the lunar surface behind the U.S. Ain't that amazing? It's been, what, almost 50 years? It was 1969 when we first landed on the moon, right? So it's been about a little bit over 50 years, and China is just getting there. That's absolutely incredible. The agreement also suggests Russia, which has a decades-long relationship with NASA on the International Space Station, sees its future in space exploration primarily as a cooperative effort with China. NASA has secured agreements with 9 other countries to participate in the U.S. Artemis program. The program is aiming to carry out humanity's return to the moon, with plans to send astronauts to the lunar surface over the next decade to establish a long-term, sustainable human presence. While the U.S. and Russia have had a long collaborative relationship in their space exploration efforts, Russia is not among the countries participating in the U.S. lunar program. All right. So that suggests that the U.S. and Russia are no longer working together on space exploration, and Russia has decided to lay in bed with China in regards to space. Now, this is a very interesting development because, if Russia and China are working on space exploration, to me, that signals, somewhat of a partnership to rival the U.S. in space. And again, space is the next frontier, in my opinion, which, is very important, right? Obviously, Trump recognized this, like I've talked about with the investments and the starting of Space Force. So it'd be interesting to see if Biden responds to this in any way, if he says anything, how the military may respond to this, and what this means in the future for our future space exploration and partnerships with various countries. So that was an interesting bit of news. Let me know what you guys think about this. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.